As a NASA astronaut, I have always been driven by a passion for exploration and a thirst for knowledge about the cosmos. However, nothing could prepare me for the day we stumbled upon a black box on the moon. What should have been a routine mission quickly transformed into a chilling encounter that would haunt me for the rest of my life. Our mission was aimed at conducting geological surveys and collecting samples from the lunar surface. The excitement among the crew was palpable as we landed in the Sea of Tranquility, a region rich in history and scientific potential. Armed with state-of-the-art equipment, we set out to explore the desolate beauty of the moon, unaware that our journey would lead us to something far more sinister. It was during our second day on the lunar surface that we encountered the black box. It was partially buried beneath the regolith, its metallic surface glinting ominously in the harsh sunlight. My heart raced as I approached it, the hairs on the back of my neck standing on end. Why was this here? Who had left it behind? Commander. Elara, are you seeing this? My crewmate, Dr. Orion Miles, called out, her voice laced with both excitement and apprehension. I nodded, my pulse quickening as I knelt beside the object. The box was unmarked, devoid of any identifying features, yet it radiated an unsettling energy that sent shivers down my spine. After a brief discussion, we decided to retrieve the box for further analysis. As we carefully unearthed it and secured it in our lunar module, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were tampering with something beyond our understanding. The atmosphere in the module grew tense as we prepared to open it. Once we returned to Earth and began our analysis, the contents of the box were revealed, a collection of data recordings, strange artifacts, and images that depicted bizarre celestial phenomena. Each piece of information we uncovered was more disturbing than the last, hinting at a reality we were not prepared to face. As we continued to explore the strange black box, the atmosphere within the lunar module grew increasingly tense. Each new piece of data revealed more about the box, but also deepened the mystery surrounding its purpose. The recordings were fragmented and disjointed, echoing with a haunting quality that sent chills down my spine. They hinted at experiences and events that were far beyond our comprehension. Dr. Orion Miles took the lead in analyzing the audio files. "Listen to this," he said one evening, his eyes wide with a mix of fear and fascination. As I leaned in, the strange sounds filled the cramped space of the module, voices whispering in an unknown language, punctuated by eerie mechanical noises. "What do you think they mean?" I asked, my heart racing. "They could be warnings or recordings of something catastrophic," he replied, his expression grave. "But we need to figure out what we're dealing with before we proceed further." Meanwhile, Jake, our engineer, grew more cautious with each passing hour. "What if this box is a gateway to something hostile?" he pondered aloud. "We have no idea what we're dealing with." His words lingered in the air, heightening our collective anxiety. As we worked tirelessly to analyze the readings, unusual phenomena began to occur within the module. Equipment malfunctioned, strange lights flickered, and we found ourselves hearing whispers in the dark corners of the room. It felt as if the box was alive, reacting to our presence. One fateful evening, while reviewing a new batch of data, I stumbled upon a series of signals that were not just anomalous, they were rhythmic, almost like a code. My heart raced as I realized that we might be on the cusp of a groundbreaking discovery. "Orion, I think I've found a pattern," I exclaimed, excitement bubbling up despite the fear that had gripped us. He hurried over, leaning closer to the screen, and together we began to decode the signals, unaware that doing so might lead us into a deeper, darker mystery than we could have ever imagined. As we continued our investigation into the black box found on the moon, the sense of urgency and unease grew exponentially. The initial thrill of discovery was quickly overshadowed by a looming dread about what we might uncover. Each time we attempted to access the data within the box, something seemed to resist our efforts, an inexplicable energy that hummed ominously around us. Dr. Orion Miles, our geologist, was the first to express his growing concerns. The more we dig into this, the more it feels like we're meddling with something we shouldn't. What if this box is a warning? His face was pale, and I could see the fear reflected in his eyes. Despite the apprehension, we pressed on. Elaine, determined to uncover the truth, worked tirelessly to decode the recordings. One evening, she called us in with wide eyes, the screen behind her filled with eerie visuals. "Listen to this," she exclaimed, as a series of distorted voices echoed through the lab. "It appears to be some sort of communication, but it's fragmented and chaotic." We gathered around, each of us transfixed by the sounds. The whisperers seemed to carry a sense of urgency, warning us of something imminent. This could be a message from whoever created this box, or from something else entirely, I suggested, my mind racing with possibilities. As we delved deeper into the analysis, strange occurrences began to unfold within the module. Equipment malfunctioned, lights flickered, and the air in the lab grew thick with tension. Each new anomaly heightened our anxiety. What if we're not alone? Jake, our engineer, wondered aloud, his voice a mixture of fear and curiosity. The conflict reached a breaking point when we noticed an alarming increase in energy emissions from the box. "We need to shut this down before it's too late," I urged, the weight of responsibility heavy on my shoulders. But Elaine was reluctant to abandon our findings. "We're so close to understanding. We can't give up now." As the tension escalated, I realized we were not just battling external forces. We were also fighting against our fears and the unknown. The stakes had risen dramatically, and the path forward was fraught with peril. Amidst the escalating tension surrounding our investigation of the black box, various subplots began to emerge, each adding layers of complexity to our mission. One significant subplot revolved around the interpersonal dynamics within our team. As fear and paranoia grew, so did the divisions among us. Dr. Orion Miles started to voice his concerns more frequently, suggesting that we were overstepping boundaries best left unexplored. "What if we're playing with forces we can't comprehend?" he warned, creating a rift between those eager to proceed and those advocating for caution. This split became evident during heated debates in the lab, where the stakes of our research seemed to pit curiosity against safety. Another subplot developed around the implications of our findings. As Elaine decoded the recordings, she became increasingly obsessed with uncovering the truth, often working late into the night. "We're on the brink of a discovery that could change everything," she insisted, pushing the team to prioritize our investigation over their well-being. Her relentless drive inspired some but alienated others, leading to frustration. Meanwhile, Jake's growing anxiety about the technological anomalies created an undercurrent of fear. What if this box is somehow affecting our equipment? He pondered during one meeting, his apprehension palpable. His concerns were valid. The strange occurrences in the lab only added to the mounting tension. These subplots intertwined with the central conflict of our mission, illustrating the challenges we faced not only from the external mysteries of the black box, but also from the pressures and fears that threatened to tear our team apart. The outcome of our investigation was uncertain, and the very fabric of our unity hung in the balance as we navigated the unknown. The turning point arrived when we finally succeeded in opening the black box we had retrieved from the moon. After days of feverish anticipation and preparation, the moment had come. We gathered in the lunar module, the air thick with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Dr. Elaine Carter sat at the control panel, her fingers hovering over the buttons. "Are we ready?" she asked, glancing at each of us for affirmation. I nodded, my heart pounding in my chest. With a determined press, she activated the mechanism, and the box emitted a low hum as it unlocked. The lid slowly creaked open, revealing an array of devices, holographic projectors and strange artifacts that seemed to pulse with a greenish glow. As the light filled the interior of the module, I felt a shiver run down my spine. "Look at this," Jake exclaimed, pointing at an intricate device that resembled a compass, but with symbols that defied explanation. The moment we touched the contents, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. A wave of energy surged through the module, causing the lights to flicker and the equipment to buzz erratically. Suddenly, the holographic projectors activated, displaying a series of images that pulled us into a vivid narrative. We saw scenes of an advanced civilization, their cities bathed in brilliant light, but the images quickly turned dark cities crumbling, an ominous shadow looming over the planet. The last image was the most haunting, a vast structure resembling a black box, identical to the one we had found, but much larger, sitting at the center of chaos. "What does it mean?" I shouted, almost overwhelmed by the influx of information. The recordings were accompanied by chilling voices, pleas for help, warnings, and cries that echoed through the module. "Whatever this is, it's tied to their downfall," Elaine said, her expression a mix of horror and fascination. "We need to analyze this further." There could be a warning information about a threat. As the lights flickered once more, the energy in the room shifted, and I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. We had opened a door to knowledge, but it was a knowledge that came with great peril. In the wake of our shocking discovery, the consequences of opening the black box began to unfold rapidly. The team was left reeling from the revelations we had witnessed. The images and voices from the recordings haunted our minds, leaving us with more questions than answers. Dr. Elaine Carter was particularly affected. "This isn't just a historical record. It's a warning," she stated during our debriefing. "We have to take this seriously." Her conviction resonated with the team, and a sense of urgency filled the air. As we analyzed the data further, strange occurrences began to manifest within the module. Equipment malfunctioned inexplicably, and the air grew thick with an almost electric tension. "It's like the box is reacting to what we've uncovered," Jake observed, glancing nervously at the flickering screens. The atmosphere shifted from one of scientific inquiry to palpable fear. Whispers of paranoia spread among the crew, and we began to wonder if we had awakened something that should have remained dormant. "What if we're being watched?" Mia, our astrobiologist, asked, her voice trembling. The initial excitement of discovery was replaced by a growing concern for our safety. The deeper we dug into the implications of the black box, the more we realized that our mission had become a double-edged sword. We were on the brink of uncovering truths that could not only reshape our understanding of existence, but also potentially put our lives at risk. The tension reached a boiling point as we grappled with the reality of our situation. Knowledge comes at a price, and we had unwittingly stepped into a realm of profound consequences. In the wake of the disturbing revelations we encountered after opening the black box on the moon, the atmosphere among our team evolved from one of fear to an unwavering resolve. The initial shock of our findings had shaken us, but instead of retreating, we channeled our anxiety into a collective drive to understand the implications of what lay before us. Dr. Elaine Carter emerged as a pivotal leader during this tumultuous period. Her determination to uncover the truth became infectious. "We must analyze everything we've recorded and determine the nature of the phenomena we witnessed," she urged during our first meeting after the incident. If we ignore this, we risk not only our mission, but possibly something much larger. With her encouragement, we organized our efforts into focused tasks. Jake, our engineer, took the initiative to enhance our data collection methods. "I'll build a more robust analysis system," he declared, his eyes gleaming with determination. "We need to ensure that we're not missing any critical information." Mia, our astrobiologist, began investigating the implications of our findings on the possibility of extraterrestrial life. If the box contains evidence of intelligent design, it could redefine our understanding of life in the universe, she argued passionately. As we worked together, I observed a remarkable transformation within each team member. The fear that had once gripped our hearts was replaced by a sense of camaraderie and purpose. We shared ideas, debated theories, and celebrated small victories. Each breakthrough in our research fueled our determination to forge ahead. The experience also prompted personal growth. I found my voice becoming stronger as I contributed ideas and insights. I realized that this journey was not just about uncovering scientific truths. It was about confronting our fears and uncertainties as a team. As we prepared for the next phase of our investigation, the sense of unity among us was palpable. We had become more than just colleagues. We were a team united by a common goal, ready to face the unknown and uncover the mysteries of the black box. The day of reckoning approached as we finalized our plans to confront the enigmatic contents of the black box. The tension was palpable. In the lunar module, a stark contrast to the initial excitement of our mission. Every member of the team understood that we were on the brink of a groundbreaking discovery, but with that came an intense awareness of the potential dangers we faced. Dr. Elaine Carter organized a strategy session to outline our objectives. "We need to be thorough and cautious," she emphasized. "We'll extract the data, analyze it, and ensure that we understand the implications before we proceed with any further actions." Jake had transformed the control panel into a sophisticated analysis station, equipped with advanced software that he had coded specifically for this purpose. "I've integrated real-time monitoring to detect any fluctuations in energy levels," he explained. "If anything goes wrong, we'll know immediately." As we prepared the equipment, I felt a mix of excitement and dread. The weight of our mission settled heavily on my shoulders. What if we unlock something we can't control? I muttered, the uncertainty gnawing at me. Mia, sensing my apprehension, placed a reassuring hand on my shoulder. "We've prepared for this. We're not going in blind anymore. We have data, we have a plan, and most importantly, we have each other." Her words sparked a flicker of hope within me. The time had come to activate the black box once more. As I stood in front of the control panel, I felt the energy in the room shift. The team gathered around, each of us focused on the task at hand. "On my count," Elaine instructed, her voice steady. 3, 2, 1. Activate. The moment the black box powered on, a low hum filled the module. The screen flickered to life, revealing the holographic data we had been so eager to explore. As the first images appeared, I felt a surge of both excitement and trepidation. We were about to unlock the secrets that had been hidden from us, and the implications of our discovery would soon become clear. The atmosphere was charged with possibility, and as we stood on the precipice of revelation, I couldn't shake the feeling that we were about to step into the unknown. As the black box's contents illuminated the dim lunar module, an unsettling energy filled the room. Each flicker of light revealed more disturbing images and sounds. The holographic projections displayed haunting scenes of a once thriving civilization, now reduced to chaos, cities in ruins, desperate figures fleeing from an unknown threat, and cryptic symbols that seemed to pulse with an ominous energy. "Look at this!" Dr. Elaine Carter exclaimed, her voice a mix of excitement and fear. "These images, they depict a history we've never known. It's as if this civilization faced a cataclysm." I felt a chill run down my spine as the implications settled in. But why would they leave this behind? What happened to them? I asked, feeling the weight of the discovery pressing heavily on my mind. The recordings might hold the answer, Jake said, tapping at the control panel to play back the audio files. As the sounds filled the module, eerie voices echoed through the air, pleas for help, warnings of impending doom, and chants in a language that felt ancient and powerful. Suddenly, the lights in the module flickered violently, and the equipment began to buzz ominously. "It's reacting to the audio," Mia shouted, her eyes wide with alarm. "We need to shut it down." Before we could react, the energy from the black box surged, creating a blinding light that enveloped us. I felt a force pulling me toward the portal, and in that moment, I realized we had crossed a threshold into the unknown. The air crackled with energy, and I sensed that whatever lay beyond the portal was not just a remnant of a bygone civilization, but something that could alter our very existence. "Hold on," I yelled, gripping the control panel as the room trembled. The voices crescendoed, merging into a single, deafening roar that filled our minds with a vision of chaos and destruction. It was a warning, a plea for understanding. But as the light intensified, it became clear that we were not just observers. We were part of a larger narrative, one that could lead to either revelation or ruin. As the blinding light slowly dimmed, we regained our bearings, but the gravity of our discovery hung heavy in the air. The black box had revealed secrets that transcended time and space, illustrating the fragility of civilizations and the consequences of their actions. We knew we had to share our findings with the world, but the fear of the unknown lingered. The revelations could change humanity's understanding of its place in the universe, but they also posed a daunting question. Were we prepared to face the truths that lay ahead? Months later, our findings were published, igniting a firestorm of debate across the scientific community. The data from the black box was hailed as a groundbreaking discovery, yet it also instilled a sense of caution. Some called for further exploration of the portal, while others warned of the potential dangers. As I looked back on our mission, I realized that we had not only uncovered the remnants of a lost civilization, but had also opened a door to questions that might remain unanswered. The universe still held mysteries, and our journey was just beginning. As we continue to explore the cosmos, I urge everyone to remain curious and open-minded. The secrets of the universe are vast, and our understanding is just the tip of the iceberg. Let us not shy away from the unknown, but approach it with courage and scientific inquiry. If you are passionate about space exploration and the mysteries it holds, join us in advocating for further research and exploration. Together, we can unveil the truths that lie beyond our world, ensuring that humanity is prepared for whatever we may discover in the depths of space.